State, the News 9 Gas Watch shows the average price of regular unleaded self-serve gas up by 1 penny overnight in Concord, Portsmouth, and Nashua. An Irishman held captive for 4 years by terrorists in Lebanon has been freed. 39-year-old Brian Keenan was kidnapped in April of 1986 as he walked to work at the American University in Beirut, where he worked as a teacher. The group holding him captive is said to have ties with Iran. Keenan is on his way from Beirut to Damascus, Syria. 3 people died when a small plane crashed in a Boston neighborhood this morning. The Piper Cheyenne, which had reported engine trouble, crash-landed in a driveway between 2 homes. No one on the ground was injured, but the explosion that followed destroyed the houses. The accident has refocused attention on whether small planes should be allowed to share the runway with jumbo jets at Logan International Airport. Some say the small plane should be diverted, but many pilots disagree.
This particular accident, he could have crashed there even if he were going to Hanscom. His routing could have taken him across that city on his way to Hanscom. The normal safety outlet is to have altitude and have height above the ground so that if you lost the engine, you would have gliding distance to go somewhere else. But at this type of approach into Hanscom, you would still be letting down over Boston.
The pilot has been identified as Michael Spear, a well-known urban developer whose projects include the Faneuil Hall Marketplace in Boston, Harbor Place along Baltimore's waterfront, and the Underground in Atlanta. The other 2 passengers have been identified as Spear's wife and 19-year-old daughter. The Tri-State Megabucks jackpot rolled over for the 7th time on Wednesday, bringing tomorrow night's jackpot up to $5 million. This is the first time the pot has grown this large in over 3 months, and local stores who sell the sweepstakes tickets are feeling a surge of excitement and business.
The twice-a-week drawing has really increased the growth of the jackpot, and there's a lot more excitement about the game. We're starting to see a lot of the Massachusetts people coming over the line, and as the pots get bigger, they are coming up to play.
A lottery spokesperson said that he expects this to be one of the last drawings to see a push from summer tourists. Remember, you can watch the Tri-State Megabucks drawing every Wednesday and Saturday night just before 8 o'clock here on WMUR-TV. Well, we had a little sun, mostly clouds. We have had really a bit of everything today. Rick Gordon is out in the weather lab tonight, and everyone wants to know what's the weekend shaping up like.
Oh, the weekend, Karen, is going to be a 50-50 proposition right now.
All right, that probably means rain and sun. Which is going to come first?
Well, we're going to have a few showers arriving later on tonight, and then probably continuing sort of off and on tomorrow, though I think most of the day tomorrow should be rain-free, and the better of the 2 will be Sunday. My beach forecast right now, if you're heading that way, the ocean water temperature now 64, the lake water at 73 degrees, but the better of the 2 weekend days will be Sunday with some morning fog giving way to lots of sunshine. Your tanning index on Sunday at 8 with the high tide at 3:55 in the afternoon. Temps right now 77 up in Pittsburgh, a lot of sun today. Their high temperature made it up to 86 degrees, 76 in Lebanon and Laconia, 74 in Keene, 73 for Concord, Nashua, Manchester, and 71 over in Portsmouth. Action radar shows some heavy rain over parts of southern New England today. Bridgeport, Connecticut picking up 2.5 inches of rain. A few showers may pop on top of us later on tonight. And as you can see, the clouds are going to be hanging around tomorrow before they move out on Sunday. And the allergy watch, both the ragweed and the mold spores are creating mild symptoms. And the air quality today from the New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services are all in the good range. Here's my forecast, New Hampshire. For tonight, we'll look for a few showers, some areas of drizzle and fog as well. Lows tonight will be dropping off in the 60s, though most of the evening should be on the dry side, that rain coming in later tonight. Then tomorrow, we'll have mostly cloudy skies. It'll be a bit more humid. A few showers can't be ruled out, but the steadiest rain should be staying over extreme southern New England tomorrow, high 75 to 80. Tomorrow night, areas of fog and drizzle with lows in the 60s. And then on Sunday, we'll have more in the way of sunshine after some early morning fog with highs in the middle 80s with a touch of that tropical air on top of us. 7 o'clock in the morning, the old man in the mountain calling for some showers and a temperature of 67 degrees. So enjoy Sunday, Karen, and it looks like the heat and humidity will be with us in through early next week.
All right, Rick, thanks for that. Sure. It's a major move for a major New Hampshire newspaper. The union leader at New Hampshire Sunday News is packing up its downtown Manchester office building, and starting Monday will be officially printing the paper from its new headquarters on William Loeb Drive. Ann McLenithan got a chance to see the new facility today. She's here now to tell us all about it in our cover story. Ann?
Karen, the newspaper is 127 years old, and it's been at the downtown Manchester office more than 55 years. But it's outgrown that space and needs a lot more room. So today, chairs, tables, desks, everything being moved right out to the new plant, and that's where the new printing press is located. We're going to show that to you, and we're going to find out what this means to the readers of the newspaper. That's coming up next in our cover story. Karen.
All right, our cover story is just ahead. Later on, we're going to get the bottom line on how the Iraqi crisis is affecting oil prices and New Hampshire's job market. Stay with us.
If you've been dreaming of owning a safe, durable Volvo, they're now on sale. Clearance prices on all 1990s in stock. Now at your local Volvo dealer.
Experience. As a business leader, John Rao took a small company and built it into an international success story. And when greedy Wall Street speculators at Drexel tried to buy him off, John Rao turned them down cold. He put his job on the line, but with 1,600 workers and their families depending on him, he won our respect. In times of crisis, we don't need just another politician. We need to stand up for a real leader who will stand up for us. John Rao, Democrat, for the U.S. Senate.
This summer, you could meet new kids on the block. There's magic in the real thing. Enter the Coca-Cola Classic Magic Cruise Sweepstakes. You and your family could win a premier cruise and Disney week vacation. You'll even get a chance to meet the new kids on the block. Can't beat the real thing.
Discover the magic in the real thing. Enter at displays of Coca-Cola Classic at Demoulas and Market Basket. You could fly via Delta Airlines to a vacation that will make your summer magic.
Fun for the whole family.
Explore a world of fantasy
as all your favorite stories come to life. Storyland, where fantasy lives.
6 miles north of North Conway on Route 16.
Employees at the Union Leader newspaper have seen a lot of changes over the years, and now they'll be taking part in another one. The state's largest newspaper is making a move from its headquarters in downtown Manchester to a more modern facility. Ann McLenithan was there when the movers were hauling out everything from computers to tables, and she joins us now with more in our cover story. Sounds like there was a lot of activity over there today, Ann.
Sure was. A lot of activity. It's very busy over there. Movers were trying to get everything coordinated. The moving vans were there, and all during this, the employees were calmly doing their jobs, but they did take a few minutes out to share their memories with me today. Giselle Kerrigan says she's going to miss the history of the old building, but is excited about the new move. She's been with the newspaper 24 years now, and today remembered a bit of the past.
Well, when I first started working here, we were taking ads longhand. Then we progressed to a typewriter. Then the electrical typewriter, we say, well, hey, we've got it made. Then came the computers, and this is the second set of computers we've had.
Everyone will be moved into the new building on Monday, which right now stands fairly empty, except for the new press. This new press has already been run to work out the kinks.
The advantage here is a smoother operation, a cleaner operation, a sharp, clear, very, very low rub ink. This ink dries almost immediately, so there's absolutely no rub off on people's clothes, or their white gloves, or white tablecloths, or white carpets, or white furniture. And that's exciting for us because the customer demands that.
Things have changed a lot at the newspaper since the days when reporters shouted out the window to people on the streets, telling them what the news was. The number of papers printed has changed as well, from 42,000 dailies 50 years ago to more than 74,000 today. Sunday circulation has risen as well, with more than 101,000 Sunday papers printed every week. Many of the employees have been here 20, 30, even 50 years. A newsroom is usually hectic. Today, the distraction of movers added to the tension of gathering the day's events. Employees say they're ready to go.
First time I've ever been in a brand new newspaper plant, so it'll be an experience.
I'm looking forward to working with all our new equipment, be able to put out a better product, a neater product, and staying up with the times.
Making such a major move is never easy, especially for the people who have to organize it.
It's difficult, I'll tell you. It's really difficult. To see this weekend come is quite amazing. To see what's happening and to be able to be into operation Monday and put out a newspaper with hopefully not skipping a beat is quite a feat in itself. But a lot of hard work, and not only from the moving committee and the managers and supervisors, but really from every employee who has worked very hard to help us out to get to this day.
What many of the union leader employees will miss is just being able to walk out the door and go for lunch at a restaurant or stop at a bank. And you can be sure the downtown businesses are going to miss the more than 350 employees as well.
It's mixed with a certain sadness about this place, where a lot of people have worked their entire adult life, you know, so far. A lot of people 25, 30 or more years. And it's not a downtown location, and we're sorry in the sense to be leaving downtown. But physically, we just didn't have the room here anymore.
I think there'll be a lot of bittersweet memories. People have enjoyed that building for years. It's been their life, and I think there'll be a few tears tonight. But Monday morning, when they all come here, there'll be a lot of cheers. I know that.
And on Monday, everyone will be moved in. Now, the next major project, planning an open house, so the public gets a chance to see the new building. And Karen, it really was beautiful, huge.
I can't wait to get down during that open house and see it. Thanks for that, Ann. The status of the American